Hello and welcome back to our new video class. Hi my students. So as in our previous video class we seen that the grammar portion as the email writing. Yes, so now अब मैं आपको कुछ भी हिंदी में नहीं बोलने वाली हूँ क्योंकि ग्रामर पार्ट था, इसीलिए मैं नहीं चाहती थी कि कोई भी कन्फ्यूज़न हो आपके बीच में. बट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू प्रेफर द लैंग्वेज which is English. Okay, so we have to must be read it very carefully and understood the language. Okay dear students, so now let's see our next chapter. Our next chapter means our fifth chapter. The name of our chapter is A Tale of Two Cities. A Tale of Two Cities. Okay, so let's see what is exactly into that. Okay dear students, so as you can see on the screen I had shared the picture about the our story which is written, it is adapted extract. So this is written by the Charles Dickens. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn about war and conflict affects all. Okay, so which were the war and the conflicts which always affect the everyone, it's a fact, it's the truth. Okay, so first of all read with about the author. The Charles Dickens had born in the February 7th 1812 and died on June 9, 1870. Okay, was an English writer of the Victorian period. Okay, so Charles were the Victorian period writer. Okay, he is well known for his sense of humor and satire. Okay, he had a knack of understanding human behavior and was a keen observer of the society. So Charles was very much keen observer of the society, as well as he have the control on his humor and he very known about it. Okay, so he shot to fame with the Pickwick Papers, where many critics appreciated and acknowledged his contribution to novel writing, which was a new concept at that time. His novel A Tale of Two Cities is the best-selling novel of all time. Okay, so the novel, this is the adapted extract of the Tale of the Two Cities. Okay, so the Tale of the Two Cities were very much best-selling novel of that time, means between the 1812 to 1870. Okay, so what is exactly in this novel, we are going to see the first of all the summary of this. Okay, so what is the summary of this, the Tale of the Two Cities? A Tale of the Two Cities has the plot summary, that is, it was the best of the times, it was the worst of times, with these iconic lines. Yes, the story starts with like that. Charles Dickens begins A Tale of the Two Cities, wherein he writes about life in England and France against the background of the French Revolution. Okay, so this novel, A Tale of the Two Cities, were written exactly about the life of the England, France against that the particular instance in the French Revolution. Okay. So in 1775, Jarvis Lorry, an official with Tellson's Bank, travels to Paris from London. Accompanying him in a young woman, Lucy Manette, who is shocked to learn that her father, Dr. Alexander Manette, is alive after having been wrongfully imprisoned. When they arrive in Paris, they find that the doctor's former servant, Ernest Defarge, has been taking care of him. Ernest warns them that the doctor's years in prison have changed him completely. He has lost his memory and spent his time cobbling shoes. Deeply upset at seeing the wreck her father has been reduced to, Lucy plans to nurse him back to health with love and compassion. That very night, Lucy and Mr. Lorry take the doctor back to London. So this is about the summary where somewhere the daughter and the father's relationship were emerged. Yes, because when our father is having in that critical situation, as our father if lost the memory, then what will be the daughter, what will be the son will do. So exactly this situation shows here with, because this were only happened due to the England against France war. Yes, like war situation where happened there, and that's why that French revolution makes the effect on the particular human beings. Okay, so now let's coming to our text. As our text says that, what is said here, dear God, give me strength. Who said that? I don't know, but it's written here, dear God, give me strength. Oh God, please give me strength. I have the troublesome task. You have to look only in this paragraph. Okay, dear students. Dear God, give me strength. I have the troublesome task of informing Miss Louise Mennett that her father has been buried alive for 18 years. Pondered Mr. Lorry. Mr. Lorry was Louise's guardian and the confidential clerk of Tellson's bank. Miss Louise had lost her father even before she was old enough to have his memory. Her mother had died shortly after. She could not take the tragedy of her husband's mysterious disappearance. Okay, so this is the first paragraph. The bold word guardian. Guardian means who? The guardian means one that guards or watches over. Okay, so that is mean the guardian. So in this paragraph, the who said that? Mr. Lorry said that, dear God, give me strength. I have the troublesome task of informing Miss Louise Mannett that her father has been buried alive for 18 years. Okay, so this sentence is spoken by the Mr. Lorry. And Mr. Lorry is who? Mr. Lorry were the Louis's guardian, and as well as he were confidential clerk of the Telson Bank. As Miss Louise had lost her father even before she was very old enough to have his memories. Her father died shortly after. She could not take the tragedy of her husband's mystery disappearances. Okay, so when she was very small at that time, her mother was died shortly, and after that her husband was also mysteriously disappeared. Okay, so the next paragraph says that Mr. Lorry was Mr. Lorry was her father's bank advisor and a dear friend. Okay, so Mr. Lorry as the clerk, the confidential clerk of the Telson bank, as well as the Mr. Lorry were the bank advisor of his father. Whose father? Miss Louise' father. Okay, so what happened? It was incredibly hard for him to break the news to her, as he had seen the trauma her mother went through when she could not get any kind of information regarding her husband. There was no easy way to approach it. His imaginary conversation with Miss Louise were interrupted by a loud thumping sound similar to that of a carriage. It was time he had to make sure that he gently informed her of the consequences and hardship that accompanied the news. She had to be prepared and willing to bring back life in Dr. Alexander Menich, her father. Okay, so in this paragraph, Mr. Lorry, who is in the conflict that how he have to inform to his daughter about his father, that his father in the trauma and like that situation. So what when that she could not get any kind of information regarding her husband, then there was no easy way to approach about his husband. Then his imaginary conversation with Miss Louise were interpreted by a loud thumping sound, and similarly to that the carriage. It was very hard time for both the Mr. Lorry as well as Miss Louise. Then he had to make sure that he gently informed her of the consequences and hardship that accompanied the news, because this news is very heartbreaking. She had to be prepared and willing to bring back life in Dr. Alexander Menich, her father. Okay, so the Dr. Alexander Menich, who is he is the father of Miss Louise Menich. Okay, so what happened when the Miss Louise heard that his her father were in the trauma, then she thought that we have to go with the hardship of the willingness to get back the life of her father. Then what happened? Louise was an infant when Dr. Menich had disappeared. Okay, then her mother didn't have the heart to tell her young daughter that she had no idea where her beloved father was. As far as Louise was concerned, her father was dead. Okay, so Louise was an infant when Dr. Menich has disappeared. Okay, so Dr. Menich was where had disappeared. The Louise were an infant. Okay, so her mother didn't have the heart to tell her young daughter that she had no idea where her beloved that father were. Okay, so because Miss Louise Menich was very much loving to her father, so as her mother have no face to tell about where is her beloved father, so as far as Louise was concerned, her father was dead. So her mother informed to the Miss Louise that your father died. The bank informed that what the bank informed that the bank informed me that there were some new discoveries about my father's property. So what bank informed to the Miss Louise? Miss Louise informed by that the bank that the property where have her father, that have so many discoveries into that. So what are exactly that discoveries? I was requested to meet you here in France urgently. Okay, so the particular bank told to the Miss Louise that you have to request that to please meet it urgently, because it's very urgent, that because the property have some discoveries about that. Okay, so the journey from London to France has caused only anxiety. Yes, definitely that if your father get died and then the bank told you that your father's property have some discoveries, then definitely you must be having anxiety, you must be having the mysterious situation. Yes, so as like same the Louise were also in the particular situation of anxiety. So Louise was an attractive lady. Yes, as you can see on the screen, the Louise was very attractive. She is very thin, she is tall also, as well as her face glowing hair. Yes, her body is very slim. So Miss Louise were very attractive lady. Her light blue eyes could urge and any sinner to confess. Yes, definitely her body looks very attractive, so she can attract anyone in front of her. Her long blonde hair complemented her skin. Her petite figure reminded Mr. Lorry of her childhood. Definitely, as you can see on the screen, Miss Louise were looks so attractive. So as her body were so attractive, as her personality were so attractive, so anyone can be attractive towards her, as well as Mr. Lorry, who were the friend of her father as well as the advisor of the bank. That particular person means Mr. Lorry also recapped her childhood. Whose childhood? Mrs. Louis' childhood. Okay, so what happened then? Dr. Minute sudden disappearance had shocked everyone. So exactly, if you can see the died person in front of you, then you can shock definitely. So Dr. Minute's sudden disappearance had shocked everyone. Louis' mother had tried to knock on various and several doors. Nobody had a clue, or at least chose not to render any information. The time were changing back then. France was experiencing a gruesome change. A revolt against the king was silently brewing. The king's army was hunting for traitors and spies. Anyone who was suspected even slightly of being a spy was put behind bars or executed. They were taken to the infamous North Tower jail. It was like a black hole. Once anyone went inside, there was not a flickering hope that they would walk out alive. Okay, so what happened in this paragraph? The narrator Charles Dickens says that the Dr. Minute has the sudden disappearance, and that disappearance shocked everyone, as well as the Louis's mother means Mrs. Minute were also shocked, and also she were tried to knock everyone's door about the several clues, but no one can give her any type of information about her husband. So as the time passes, then what happened? The France was experiencing a Georgian changes, mean the tremendous changes were happen in the France city. Then the revolt against the king was silently brewing. Yes, because if there was the revolt, then the king were having the certain changes into his kingdom. And then what happened? A revolt against the king was silently brewing, and the king's army was hunting for traitors and spies. Okay, so then whoever the person against the king, then that particular army of the king has searching that and hunting that the traitors and the spies. Anyone who were suspected, that the suspected person even slightly of being a spy, then they have to punish them and executed in the particular jail. And that jail were the infamous jail of the North Tower of jail. Okay, so that jail means the infamous North Tower jail. Infamous means not the famous. Okay, means not for the good qualities that particularly famous, but the bad qualities which having, that is called infamous. Okay, so the North jail, which not Tower jail, which is very infamous. There where the particular peoples were imprisoned, and it was like a black hole. That jail is like very as a black colored hole, and once anyone went inside, means if any one person imprisoned there, means it's not having any type of guarantee that if either that people came back alive or maybe died. Okay, so what happened then paranoia had become part of a citizen's nature. No information was passed on the family members. There was no source from where one could find out whether someone was dead or alive. Who would have known that Dr. Minute would have had a similar fate? In the dead of night, Alexander was asked to accompany the authorities. His family never saw him again. So what happened as the paranoia means nothing but the extreme, the irrational distress of others. So it means that if you can see that particular jail, then no one can have the guarantee to become the life from their departure. So as no one have the belief on that, then become the part of the citizen's nature, means no one can have the belief on the anyone other. Then as well as no information were passed from that particular family members to them, means either that particular person who were imprisoned in that infamous North Tower jail have the life or maybe died. Okay, so there were no any type of source that you can get the information of that imprisoned person, that he may be died or she may be died or she may be alive or he may be alive. Okay, so in that particular senses, who would have know that Dr. Minute would have or had a similar fate? So like that situation where happened with the Miss Louise Minute, that is her father were died or alive, with that in particular sense. Then in the dead of night, Alexander was asked to accompany the authorities. His family never saw him again. So what happened, the Alexander one night, what happened, Alexander were asked to his accompany that the authorities who have that the family where he were never saw again. So Dr. Minute, a French man had married an English lady, means the father of Miss Louise. Miss Louise's father is Dr. Minute, yes, and Dr. Minute were the French man, and that particular French man were married with the English lady, means the mother of the Miss Louise. Such couple were considered to be traitors and disloyal to their country, means as we know that we have to marry in our region, our culture only. Yes, we can't have to intercaste marriage, because if we have the intercaste marriage, then we should have to be the slightly from the society. As that time there were the Mr. Minute were from Frenchman, and the lady of that Dr. Minute were from English lady, and as this is the situation like the disloyal about that the country, even though their love was pure, authorities had looked at their family with distress, means as your love is very much on each and other, but this can be the distrust becomes on the family of the yours, because if you are going to marry with other person who is not in your caste, then it should be have the distress on you and your family. So after Alexander was taken to the North Tower, no one confirmed whether he was dead or alive. So where were the father of Miss Louise? the Miss Louis' father were in the imprisonment of the infamous North Tower jail, and so that no one got the information either Dr. Minute were died or alive. In such turbulent times, means in such difficult time, especially after losing her parents, Mr. Lorry had brought her to London. So what happened, as his parents as her parents means as the Miss Louis's parents were having in the jail, that then it become difficult, either their parents were alive or dead. So in that turbulent situation, Mr. Lorry brought Mrs. Louis to the London. It was in Louis's best interest to leave France and make London her home. So this is very interesting. This is very happy moment for Miss Louis, that her father she were going to the France to make the London at her home. Then what happened? Then at least in London she would be safe from the unavoidable war. Okay, so Mr. Lorry were thought that because of Louis's father mother were imprisoned in that, there were no any type of sign that either their parents were alive or dead. So that Mr. Lorry decided that to brought Miss Louis to the London from the France. So this is very interesting time, and at least in London she will not get any type of like that warlike situation, and she will avoid that war. Okay, so what happened? Miss Louis, I must reveal to you that your father is neither dead nor alive, said Mr. Lorry. So Mr. Lorry informed to Miss Louis that I don't know, beta, where is your father, where is your mother, either they are dead or either they are alive, we don't know, I also don't know, but you may be safe here. Neither dead nor alive, what do you mean, Mr. Lorry? Who said this? This sentence is said by Miss Louis. That what is mean by that, Mr. Lorry? Neither dead nor alive. Then asking her trembling lips and questioning eyes. Yes, means if your father, your mother, means your parents were not with you, then what your heart says? Your heart says that no one is carrying me, no one, I didn't want anything, just I want my parents, just I want my mother, just I want my father. Yes, so as like in that situation, as we want just our parents, not anything other from the world. As like same the Miss Louis have the trembling lips and the questioning eyes towards the Mr. Lorry, and she said that what is exactly mean by that, neither dead nor alive. Then Mr. Lorry said, we must go and meet your father, said Mr. Lorry. Mr. Lorry said to Miss Louis that we must go and meet your father. Then Miss Louis says that I am going to see his ghost. ओके तो क्या मैं उनके भूत को देखने जा रही हूँ? अगर वो ज़िंदा नहीं है, मर भी नहीं गए हैं, तो क्या कहना चाहते हो आप? ऐसे क्वेश्चनिंग मार्क से मिस लुइस ने मिस्टर लॉरी को कहा. देन what Mr. Lorry said and what happened, he is alive physically. Mr. Lorry said that he is alive physically. He was wrongfully and secretly taken into custody. Mr. Lorry said that your father is physically alive and he were wrongly and secretly taken into the custody. As unknown influential Frenchman accused your father of being a spy and used the king's name of imprisonment him for several years, but he has been found now. I pulled a few strings. His soul has been damaged with such prolonged captivity he safely rested in an inn. We are going there now. Let's try and bring him back to life. Miss Prose, we must depart right away. So what happened in this paragraph? Mr. Lorry said that, oh, don't worry dear, don't worry Louis, your father is physically alive, but he were wrongfully secretly in the custody of the Mr. Alexander, who is the king of the French, okay, the French kingdom. Okay, so what happened? Because your father have married with your mother, who were English lady, so that's why he were in the imprisonment from several years. So we can and he were damaged, means he were means who, he were means the king of the Alexander. Okay, so King Alexander, who had hurted your father's soul, and in the prolonged that like situation your father were in the captivity. So don't worry about that, we can bring your father safely to the life. Then what happened? Miss Prose was Miss Louis' loyal servant. Okay, so who is Miss Prose? Miss Prose were Miss Prose were the loyal servant of Miss Louis. Okay, she provided the protective shield to her every time Miss Louis were in the shelter of the Miss Prose. She looked stern and did not encourage wrong behavior. Miss Prose were having very type of good nature. So Miss Prose never take the particular advantage of any type of situation which were related with the Miss Louis, because Miss Louis didn't have her parents, but Miss Prose were provided all type of security and shield with the Miss Louis. Then what happened? It took courage of for strangers to come and talk to her. Her red hair did little to comfort the brave who mustered the courage to approach her. Her sharp and quick voice made it difficult for the best of lawyers to argue with her. However, underneath her stern exterior hid a compassionate person. She had devoted her time and energy to bring up Louis right. Okay, so in this way, this is the paragraph said about Miss Prose. Who's Miss Prose? Miss Prose were the loyal servant of Miss Louis, and she always provided the protective shield to her, as she was stern and did not have any type of courage with the wrong behavior with the Miss Louis, and she always took courage to the strangers to talk with her, as well as because of her hair were little red, and that's why everyone can comfort with her, as well as her voice were very quick and also made with the difficult for the best lawyers to argue with her. Okay, so underneath her stern exterior hid a compassionate person. She had devoted her time and energy to bring up Louis right. Okay, so in this way we see in the half portion of the story the a tale of the two cities. In our next video class we have to complete our remaining part of the story. Okay.